grosser thing is that when we knocked on the door, the tenant was home and laying in his bedroom, and he very quickly covered himself up, and we're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you didn't answer. We didn't think you were here. After he walked out, and there was lotion and Kleenex left on his bed, and he tried to shake Kate's hand, and Kate spun around and was like, and I'll show you the kitchen.
Thank you for joining. I am Kate Broddick, and you are in the vault with the Kate Broddick team, and I am so excited to have my dear friend, colleague of 9 years, former Kate Broddick team member, now with RE/MAX Erie Shores, Nicole Slade.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So Nicole, when I asked her to be on here, because one, we've known each other for a very long time. Two, I wanted her to go into her journey with new construction homes with Keysmat Homes. Okay. And her response was, I'm going to be awkward.
It's a given.
It's a given.
It's a given.
And that's what we want here is we want realness. We want awkwardness. We want all the good stuff. And I couldn't think of anyone better than yourself to be here for October's podcast.
Awkward October.
Awkward October.
Yeah, I like
it.
And
it's good to have you here. And it's good to see you.
Yeah.
We talk, but I haven't seen you in like a month, 2 months?
Yeah, it's been a while. Summer's busy with the kids.
Summer's very busy with kids' sports. Nicole, by the way, is a champion mother. She has twins and one single. Yeah. A double and a single. But they are, 11 months apart? The twins?
No, they're 18.
18 months.
18
months apart.
Yeah.
I was going to call them Irish twins, but I guess I was wrong.
No, that would have made me even crazier when we first met.
Yeah, that's right.
Would have been even worse.
And that's what we're going to go into, Nicole. I'm going to get you to start off with how you got into real estate, because I already know this story very well, and how we started your journey into new construction now with Keysmat Homes. But we'll start with the earlier parts, all the good stuff from the beginning.
Okay. So we had twins, and our house was too small. Our kitchen was too small. We had a massive amount of bottles and other baby crap.
Yeah.
And this was around the time that you were exploding in West Brant. So your signs were absolutely everywhere. And my husband had a little teeny tiny crush on the girl with the signs.
This very, very awkward.
Yeah, I believe that when I called you, you're like, why? What made you reach out to me? And I'm like, oh, my husband thinks you're hot.
Yeah. No, those were actually true words. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this information right now. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was really weird and in hindsight, creepy. Because now if that happened, you'd be like,
yeah. Thanks, I'm going to pass you off.
Yeah, thanks, I'm not interested. Yeah, good luck. No, and so I made sure to make that awkward too when you came to the house and we first met. But no, it was honestly because your signs were absolutely everywhere. And we very quickly outgrew our house. And so you came in, we were initially going to buy an investment property.
That's right. That's a whole other story we're not going to get into when we walk into this.
Just going to say. That was like our first bonding moment.
Yes, it was.
Is some of those moments in that house.
You know what? We have to tell it. They took me to a house they wanted to buy as an investment, and the tenant was there.
So it was an investment property, and there was multiple tenants in it. And mind you, I had my father-in-law who's an old stern farmer, and we're going through this house, and one, it was very gross. But the grosser thing is that when we knocked on the door, the tenant was home and laying in his bedroom, and he very quickly covered himself up, and we're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you didn't answer. We didn't think you were here. And then after he walked out, and there was lotion and Kleenex left on his bed, and he tried to shake Kate's hand, and Kate spun around and was like, and I'll show you the kitchen. Terrifying.
We had some awkward moments at the beginning, but
But so then that made me realize I didn't want a rental property at the time. And then we ended up you listed a house about a week later.
That's right.
And
On Nightingale.
On Nightingale, yeah. So, and then we ended up going to see the house. We fell in love with it, and ended up purchasing that house. But during that time of selling our house, purchasing that one, I had 9-month-old twin boys and was really going through it with postpartum, to the point that I remember saying, like, I have to wash my hair and cry at the same time because I didn't have time to cry and to wash my hair. It had to be done at the same time. And I remember you almost immediately were like, you know what? You are not right to be, like, you're meant to do more than just be a stay-at-home mom, because for some people that is their ultimate goal. For me, I was already drowning in being able to stay home. I couldn't do it. I had to have something more for me. Yeah. So you're like, I think that you should maybe look into getting your real estate license, and then you are going to come work with me. And so I think it was that day or maybe the next day that I signed up for my real estate license. I moved into a new house, got pregnant again.
And she called me. She's like, Kate, I have something to say to you. I was like, oh, okay. I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. You're like, I'm also in my courses and have twins that are under a year.
Yeah.
But you did it.
Yeah. So Aubrey was born almost 18 months to the day apart from the boys. I got my license within that time frame and have been working in real estate ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been a journey.
Yeah. And you were actually, I don't know if you know this, but you were actually the first person besides Derek or I to hold Aubrey. You were the first person at the hospital to come hold Aubrey. I remember
driving the blue car.
Yep.
That Jack would sit in. So also fast fact is when we were building a home down basically a few streets over from us, we lived in our investment property on Bissett. And Bissett was where Nicole lived.
Yep.
And I remember putting Jack in that blue wagon and walking down the street to your house.
Yep.
So our kids basically we've seen our kids born.
Yep.
We've seen our kids grow. And now our kids are bigger than us.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, well, the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boys are bigger than us. Like my boys are now as tall as I am.
Isn't it crazy?
It's insane.
It's the craziest thing. Now when Jack puts his arm around me and he gives me big hugs and his cheek is cheek to cheek with me, like I actually get really emotional about it.
Yeah.
Because you hold those little things.
Yeah, and at bedtime now I'm the little spoon.
Yeah, you are the little spoon.
I'm the little spoon. They'll be like, just put your head here, Mom.
It's so sweet though. Boys are the best.
Yeah, boys are the best.
Yeah. You have a daughter, but you know what? Daughters remind us of what we were. I'm going to say that. That's why I wasn't giving them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Aubrey's going to give me a run for my money.
Yeah. That's okay, though. She's got bite in her. That's what you need as a woman.
Yeah. She's either going to lead a gang in prison or the world.
That's okay.
That's just, yeah.
And so, yeah, like I remember us being squished into our little office in Sutton.
Yep.
I remember us growing the team, developing the team. We went through the highs and lows of COVID, and it's been a ride. And I'm so glad that you stuck with it, because here you are now, and which is now later in your career, which is, I can't, honestly, Nicole, I can't even believe that it's been that long.
I know, it's crazy.
It is unbelievable. A decade. And now into your 10th year in real estate. Which is what I wanted to talk about, because we haven't had anyone really come in on this podcast that's really talked about new construction. And one of the greatest things that Nicole has adventured into right now is new construction with Keysmat Homes.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So when I made my transition over to RE/MAX Erie Shores, there was a local builder that is very prominent in Haldeman and Norfolk. He's one of the top builders in Haldeman and Norfolk, and he has been since 2006. And so coming to work with RE/MAX Erie Shores also presented an opportunity to work with Keysmat Homes and the agent that he has on his roster already within RE/MAX Erie Shores.
And very, very prominent, very known in Norfolk.
Yes. So both Keysmat Homes and the agents that he's working with, Sue Dishmaker and Rod Fess, are amazing agents. And so again, I'm really grateful that I was able to to work with our team for so long
Yep.
and have such great like-minded agents who
Yep.
value that collaboration over competition, and finding myself in a similar position
Yeah.
moving forward
With new construction.
with new construction. So
It's amazing.
It's really, that has been really great. Like I'm able to learn from, yet again, some of the best in the business.
Yeah.
And people that really value our industry and leading our industry into greater heights with a lot of the same morals that I have.
And you know what? I'm really happy that you have a team, because, you know, it's not about team leaders. It's not about having tons of agents. It's about having camaraderie.
Yes.
And that, to me, in this business is what makes it joyful, because it's very tough.
Yeah.
We're seeing it more so now, because it's tough when you're really busy during COVID and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have all this time, and you're running like a chicken with your head cut off. That's a manageable tough. The tough is when it's lonely and, you know, you're struggling, or the transactions aren't coming together, or where's the business, or all this stuff fell apart.
Yeah.
When you have people like Rodfest and Sue to help guide you through this whole new pathway, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, no, and I've been really fortunate with them, and they have really taken me under their wing. And also Ike Keesmaat is the owner, operator, founder of Keesmaat Homes. He is probably one of the most hands-on
Amazing
people I've ever met when it comes to a business. Like this weekend, he's rolling out sod. He puts up drywall. He is the one, he will make sure he comes to the open houses. He meets with the clients. He meets with anyone that's considering a home of his, because he wants to make sure that it's 100% what you're looking for. And also with the clients, he's like that, but then as well as with his agents, he's like that. So he's really, him and his agents have really taken me under their wing to teach me about new construction, and in a way that I don't believe that I could have got anywhere else.
I love it. And the thing with Keesmaat Homes is they're currently working in the Delhi location, right?
Yes. So the Delhi location is where the primary focus is right now, but he also has homes in Haldeman, in Jarvis, and Cayuga. And then there's also some townhomes in Simcoe.
And those are all to be built?
To be built, yes.
See, so little fast fact about me, I've actually built my last 2 homes, but I've built 4, including a condo in total.
Yeah.
Nicole and I were joking, because I was like, you know, there are benefits to building a new home. You know, you get to pick your finishes. You get your own toilet that no one's ever sat on. And that is a real thing. There are benefits to building a new home. And the toilet is one of them. I know you think that's crazy, but building a home that no one's ever lived in.
Yes.
Your DNA is the only DNA in that house.
Yes. And that is a really great thing, is that, so with Keesmaat specifically, the nice thing is when you go into that house, what you see is what you get. It's not like some new construction homes, they're really advertising all their higher end finishes.
The upgrades.
That's what they're highlighting. Whereas with Keesmaat Homes, the home is luxurious. It is top of the line finishes, but that's what you get for the price point that you are being told right up front.
So it's not like you walk into this model home and like they're showing you all the things that you could have, but then the price point is a reflective of like laminate countertops and carpet everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, that to the buyer, that's transparency.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. And that's the really nice thing with Keesmaat Homes is what you see is what you get, and it's top of the line for absolutely everything. And there's this certain sense of comfort that people get, even whether buying a new construction Keesmaat home or even if they're getting a resale Keesmaat home. People have that sense of comfort that they're knowing that they're getting a Keesmaat home. They're getting a high quality property that you don't always get in new construction anymore.
No. And it's a very popular little area. So I have a few clients who've bought on Bluegrass.
Yep.
Which would have been Keesmaat Homes. And right now they have a model home.
Yes.
And so what is the typical build like in the Delhi community? Because, I mean, just so you know, Nicole is from Delhi, has always wanted to be back in Delhi, is now back in Delhi, wants to sell in her area because that's where she's from. So to be also Keesmaat Homes in your hometown, it's a privilege. It's a good feeling. It is a good feeling. But what would the homes be like? Like, what kind of construction are they currently building right now?
So a lot of them are bungalows,
which I love.
There's a lot of bungalows. A lot of the properties that he has sold over the years has been to, a lot of them are to farmers who have sold their farm properties.
Really?
Coming through. A lot of them are first-time home buyers that are
Yeah.
coming out. But then also, so the really nice thing about Ike and Keesmaat Homes is that the current model home is a bungalow. A lot of the homes over there are bungalows. They do have 2-story models. But the really amazing thing about Ike, and I just witnessed this the other day, is we had people that were coming through and they're like, you know what? Not any of your models are really speaking to what we want and what we need in this point in our life, but we want a Keesmaat home. And he said, you know what? Let's set up a meeting. We're going to figure out exactly what you want. And he's like, and I will get it done. So while you have specific ones that are his typical models that he builds, he will do custom as well.
Really? I did not know that.
And he'll make changes to his models as it is. Yep.
And so if someone walked in and said, you know what, we need to expand this, the lot sizes work, we need to add this, maybe we want a loft, maybe we have teenagers, you can get in there and they'll work with you on that.
Absolutely.
So these are more custom then.
Yeah.
So even though the floor plans are set out,
he
is allowing flexibility for something that would work better for a family if they don't already have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that because right now I have a new development in Sutherland Estates, and similarly, Great Builder, we decided to have floor plans already available because sometimes people don't have the vision to craft that in their mind. It's a big process to start making floor plans and have them approved. But we've had sit downs with some agents and their clients, and they had something that was very specific to their needs. So like us, we have 3 kids. We've had a lot of bigger families because they're bigger homes where they had 3 bedrooms and then a den. Well, we've created a floor plan where we can bump out and create that room so that each child has its own bedroom, and we're creating that customization to fit the client. So now you're saying that Keesmaat is doing that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the really amazing thing about Ike is that he really makes it seem like it's no big deal. Like this is just something like, yes, these homes are what we offer. And we know that for many people, they will work. But if it doesn't work for your family, there's something that we can do to change it, to make it so that way you can still get a Keesmaat home in your desired area. And not many builders can or will do that.
No, they won't, because there is a process and a cost associated with changing plans, especially when they're obviously structurally. But it also sounds like he's very customer based and customer oriented. That's what makes a successful builder.
Yeah. And it's nice because, like, you can't stand there and talk to Ike. If people in the neighborhood know he's there, they're, like, dropping by, like, hey, how's it going? Like, we've had people stop in at our open houses that aren't there to see me or the house. They're just there to say hi to the builder. So it's...
Well, but I mean, once again, when I've known Nicole for a decade, and one of the big things that she has always done is supported Norfolk County. Even her billboards were always customized to whatever was going on, whether it be child sports, events. You've always wanted to support the community, but you've always wanted to promote the area that you grew up in.
Yes, and this is actually how I met Ike. He is a huge supporter of the community that we live in. He sponsors numerous amounts of kids' sports, baseball teams. He sponsored my kids' baseball team this year, and he has in the past. Events in the community and in town he's always sponsoring, and that's actually how we had met. Is he's so involved in his community. And again, I'm very fortunate to have been able to come into real estate and work with people that are some of the dearest people to me, and to be able to transition my career in a way that is still with amazing people that are very grounded in what I believe to be merits of a good business.
Yeah. And community is a big one.
Community is a big one.
Community is a big one. And I don't want to get too far off here that Nicole doesn't do residential. Nicole and I, we've actually just worked together with 2 of my past clients. One of them, I had purchased a house for them, and then they needed to lease. And I said, you know what, I have the girl for you. It was in Delhi. Then we just did another one in Delhi because past client of mine, a one of my best clients, Paul. He had finished a project, and I had Nicole come on the listing with me because she just honestly, she rhymes off Norfolk County and knows Norfolk County. I'll never forget a time when I was searching for a property and it was on a specific road. You'll remember it. And there was gas lines that go underneath the road. And I wouldn't have known that if it hadn't been for Nicole. So when I was asking information in our group chat, Nicole personally messaged me and said, just be careful of this. Was it high sulfur levels and then gas lines that were running underneath the road?
Yeah. So there's certain areas in Norfolk that unfortunately we haven't received proper help from our government that has high sulfur levels.
See, and so this is the thing. So I don't want anyone to think, okay, now Nicole's in new construction, which we're going to get back to the, I guess, the drop-ins at Keysmat. Nicole also still does residential sales, residential leasing. She knows Norfolk County like the back of her hand. And I just think it's such a joy now that you actually get to sell directly in your community through the new construction while still maintaining a residential resale business, because that's where you came from.
Yeah, and I love it. I'll never stop selling resale because that was part of it for you when we met, is that people will always need to buy and sell. Yeah. And I think that a lot of times in our industry that gets lost in the business. But people will always need to buy and sell. And I needed to buy and sell because I had 2 babies and I knew we were going to have more. Yeah. And that feeling of, I remember going to our walkthroughs and envisioning how we were going to do Aubrey's nursery and how we were going to change the boys' bedroom.
The staircase at Nightingale. So Nicole, the original transaction where Nicole bought this beautiful home in West Brant.
Oh, I miss that house still.
It was a great house.
I love that house.
And the one thing I'll always remember is when I walked in, Nicole's face dropped because the staircase, it was a 2.5-story home, and the staircase went up like this, and at the time,
balconies.
And and at the time, the boys were not even 2.
No, they were like 9 months. 10.
Were they? Oh,
10 months.
You weren't. Were you pregnant?
Just
pregnant. So then they were under a year. Excuse me.
They were under a year, and so my one son, Grayson, has from the womb has always like been bouncing, and honestly, like I would still be nervous about those balconies
me too.
with him.
With Reese, 100%. Yep. He'd be swinging off those like an acrobat.
Yep.
But it's the qualifying the house, walking through the house, and also moves where their lifestyle changes. Because when you left Brantford, you moved back to Delhi for a lifestyle change.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Again, it was, we moved into Nightingale because we were expanding our family. And then we left Nightingale and we went back to Delhi because that was where we grew up. That was where we were from. So we wanted our kids to be able to go to school where we went to school. Yeah. So it's actually super cool because it's very full circle when my kids are being taught by people that taught us, by people that we grew up with.
My goodness, eh?
It's like one of my best friends is a teacher at my kid's school.
That's nice.
So my kids don't always think it's nice when I like know all the dirt before they get home off the bus.
Yeah. But
it's just that sense of community is
small town. That really is your heart.
It is.
Yeah, you wanted to, as long as I have known you, you have wanted to be, you always said the country folk.
Yeah.
The small town people who have community values.
Yeah.
Having that sense of community means more to them than just, waving to your neighbors. It's about getting to know who's in your community.
Yep.
So I think, personally, I think this couldn't have worked out better for you.
Yeah.
And back to Keysmat Homes. I mean, now you're into something totally new, so you're learning something new. Yeah. So, you said there's a model home. Is it just, open for everyone to just walk into?
Yeah. So the model home is, right now, it's on McIntosh, and it's an Ava model. It's 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. The basement is not finished, but again, I can finish that. And it's open every Saturday from 1 to 3. We have open houses 1 to 3. But all of the properties in Delhi that are either to be built or the model home that is done, you can make an appointment to speak with one of the listing agents.
Okay.
And get all the information. And when you go into the current model home, you can really see
kind of what the finishes are and what the feel is going to be. And so then if they're 1 to 3, but then they could also go through any time if they wanted to actually build. Yep. I'm a big believer that everyone should build a house once.
Yeah. if
because
it's
you built Bissett.
yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I
And
think
then
it's
our
exciting.
new house in Delhi, we didn't build it, but we were the first people to live in it.
So you didn't have to change out the toilets.
I did not have to change out the toilets. No, the toilets were fine. I should maybe change out the toilets now that I've had 3 kids and a husband in it. But you know.
But I really do believe that if anyone has the opportunity to build a home once in their life, it is. Some people have said they get really stressed by picking out all the finishes and all of that. I think it is so amazing to be able to see the construction from start to finish, to be a part of the design, to be a part of the finishes, the color schemes. The home becomes what you want it to.
Yeah,
right.
It does.
So I think if anyone's looking to move to a small town, they need to give Nicole a call, whether it be resale or whether it be new construction. I really think it should be new construction if you've never built before, because I think it's an exciting process. Yeah. And why don't you tell me a little bit about the Norfolk market right now? Like, what's going on there? Because in Brantford, like we were suffering there for a bit, but it's picked up.
Yeah, so it's the same in Delhi. Like a lot of times in Norfolk County, we kind of see that ripple effect of when people are, as you guys see it in Brantford with Hamilton, Burlington, the GTA.
Yeah.
We get people that are coming from Brantford.
That's right.
But so a lot of times it's people that are coming either from within Norfolk County. They're just kind of migrating.
Yeah.
Within Norfolk County themselves, because a lot of times people that are from Norfolk, they want to remain
to stay there. Well,
they want to stay
back.
in Norfolk. Yep. I went back. There's no folk like Norfolk.
Yeah.
And
folk, yeah.
And so it's just it's definitely, it's always going to be a slower market.
Yeah.
But that being said, that means that you get more square footage.
Yeah.
Per the dollar. A lot of times you get a larger yard, you get more property. And then the farther out that you go from the main core aspect of Norfolk, so Waterford, Port Dover, Simcoe, and then even Delhi is kind of more on the inexpensive end. The farther you get out from access to the 403, the more inexpensive the homes get. Yeah. Again. So if you don't need to commute, then it's a great spot. And also, we're also starting now to get people from the other direction of Tillsonburg.
Oh, really?
Woodstock, Tillsonburg.
Oh, Oxford County.
Yeah.
And there's quite a bit of expansion. Norfolk, and I only know this because I obviously bought this building, and everything was a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But I do know that Norfolk is making great strides to build their communities a little bit more, because there's a lot going on in Delhi, is there not?
There's a lot going on in Delhi and in all of Norfolk County. But the biggest thing is that we need to make sure that we're having responsible growth. And with responsible growth comes the growth of infrastructure as well. And it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
So there's a lot of plans for Norfolk County. But it really it depends on how it all rolls out with the municipal, federal, provincial governments.
But I also think that it's more widely accepted in smaller towns for slower growth, because people like the small towns for the small towns. They like the mom and pop pizza shops, or the neighborly like convenience store, or they're okay with not having 7 grocery stores in a 20-minute radius. Yeah. The reason why, from what I would imagine from the people who have bought and sold with me in Norfolk County, is they would rather have the peace and quiet, the land, the beaches nearby, the sense of community, than to have 16 grocery stores within an immediate 20-minute drive, because to them, that's not what matters. Convenience isn't necessarily their priority. Yeah. It's more about raising their kids in the small town and knowing the coaches of their baseball team and knowing the teachers at their kids' school. Yeah. So the infrastructure, whether it takes, maybe twice as long as it would, say, in the GTA or even Brantford. Brantford's been pretty quick in their infrastructure. Yeah. That's not what matters. Yeah.
And so it's definitely a catch-22 where you have, we need to grow in certain aspects. We need more doctors. We need...
Yes. Okay.
We need quite a bit of things done with our education system and our healthcare systems, but it all takes time.
Yeah.
And it's it's a little bit slower moving than it is in the cities for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of tractors too, which is also slower moving. I without a fail, anytime I'm coming to Simcoe and I'm going down 24, there is without a doubt a massive tractor in front of me. And there's always a very fast flow of traffic going the other way, so I can't scoot around it. But I just time that into my drive.
Yeah, you definitely learn that you have to do that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, Nicole, like I'm really proud of you. Obviously, as a friend and as a colleague, but also to go into another chapter, knowing that you're being mentored well, but also that you're mentoring. Like I'll always say that Nicole on the team always brought this flair of personality. She's being very, very calm right now.
I'm very docile.
You're being very, very calm right now. And Nicole, one of the beautiful things about her is her personality is vibrant. She doesn't take life too seriously. Will always be the first one to make fun of herself.
Or anyone else.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
Yeah, but in a very loving way.
Sometimes, yeah.
My experience has been in a very loving way. But it's great to see that you've joined this collaboration of group of people. I love that you're expanding your knowledge and also your reach in your business. I think it's a beautiful next chapter. And I'm so glad that we still get to be connected.
Yeah.
Because let's just debunk the rumors, right? When anyone leaves a team, people think there's an issue.
Yeah.
This isn't about that. It's about you can still maintain great friendships and great colleagues. And sometimes you outgrow a team. And that's not a bad thing.
And I think too, like in our industry, a lot of times people associate any sort of change with a negative connotation.
Yeah, there's no question. It's real estate.
And also I think that's also heightened in our social and economic climate right now too.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree.
Anytime there's anything that's different or a change, it must be bad.
Yeah.
Whereas in actuality, you are one of my closest friends in my life. I love you more than anything. And that is the same for the people that are still on the team. Like
you have great relationships
with everyone, and I always will. And change doesn't have to be a negative thing, and I don't think that it ever should be.
No, I just think that sometimes when you say you're outgrowing something, it doesn't mean that you are now bigger or better. It means that I need something more inspiring. Look at me with Sutton and Revel.
Yeah.
I loved being at Sutton. I was there for 10 years.
Yeah.
That was a huge part of my career. I will always give gratitude and appreciation for everything that I learned and built there and was given opportunities for. When I said I'm outgrowing this, it wasn't because I was getting bigger than the brokerage itself. It was because I needed more challenges myself.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting them. So what did that mean for me? It was finding something that was a little bit different, that challenged me.
Different is not a bad thing.
It is not a bad thing. And I have to ask you a question. I'm sure it was nerve-wracking going into a new brokerage.
Yep.
But did it give you a little spark?
It did.
And a little bit of energy to be like, I got to do this now. It's like a little fire up your butt.
It did. And and again, like I think like a lot of times when you mention change in real estate, people are like, oh, I need to know what happened here.
What's the tea?
What's the dirt? But honestly, like my new brokerage is, again, like so many people that just want to help you learn and grow. And
as it should be.
And I have, honestly, like, I absolutely love it. It's a different group of people.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love meeting new people that...
I never thought I would hear you say that.
I don't necessarily like people, but I love meeting new people. Like, sometimes I get sick of you people I know.
Yeah, that's right. You're like, oh, God.
Right?
Yeah, give me something new.
Yeah, but no, so it's been really great. It's definitely re-inspired my love of real estate.
That's great.
And it's made me realize that there's a completely different experience just kind of waiting behind every closed door.
And what I love about that is I heard once, and this was with relationships, but I think it can be applied to this in particular. Sometimes when we leave what's behind, it's to regain the new you. It has nothing to do with the people around you or the relationships that you have, but it's I need to recreate myself.
Yeah. 100%.
I need to recreate myself. I need to inspire myself again. I need to challenge myself again. And sometimes when you're thrown into a room full of the unknown, you have no choice.
You sink or you swim.
You sink or you swim. And it's a very empowering moment to be like, I got this.
Yep.
I'm doing this. I like the new me in this environment. It has nothing to do with, well, sometimes it does, but it shouldn't have anything to do with what's happening that was a good thing. But this doesn't mean that it's a better thing. It means it's a new inspiring thing and you love who you are because you're doing it.
Yeah. Like sometimes you
Change.
Can't live a whole life without changing and growing.
100%.
And I think that's one of the best things about our relationship is that we knew each other and we've known each other in some of the deepest, darkest parts of our chapters.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with growth. You should grow. You should continue to grow as a person.
Yeah, and change
as a person.
100%. And I'm really proud of you. I'm really excited to see what you're going to be doing with Keysmat. By the way, you got to follow Nicole on social. She's back on it again, and I'm so happy because it's so funny. And she used to do this series. I'm really hoping that it comes back where the unpopular opinions. Nicole, my girl, is a funny, funny human being. Also very, very knowledgeable. I can attest to this. I worked alongside her for almost a decade. Fights for her clients, has the best intentions for anyone. And if you are looking to buy and sell in Norfolk County, I think that you would be undermining your transaction if they didn't call you. New home, residential, and we will be working together for a long time.
Always.
I'm excited for always.
Always and forever.
I'm like, when I got a lease, Nicole, guess what? I don't want to deal with it. You're like, just give it to me. It's fine.
It's okay. I'll just continue filtering.
Yeah, that's right. So if people want to watch Nicole on socials, find her for new construction, Keysmat Homes, find you for residential resale. Where's the easiest way for them to find you?
Google.
No, your handle on social media.
Oh, yeah, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Agent? No.
There's an underscore in there.
There is, yes. It's _ Agent Nicole.
@_Agent Nicole.
Yes.
That's where you find her. And Facebook would just be Nicole Slade.
Yeah, Nicole Slade, real sales
and then
representative.
or Google or call the Keysmat office.
Yep.
I think you should just call your cell. Probably the easiest thing if they want to talk to you, work out an appointment, do whatever needs to be done. And if anyone wants to watch this podcast in October, it is easily found on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Carolyn always has a script for me to say for that. She's like, you've got to be like a news station. And you've got to have the beginning and the ending memorized. Because that's how Nicole Carolyn talks to me. She's like, you need
Nicole
to say, welcome to our podcast. I am Kate Broddick of the Kate Broddick team, and you are in the vault. And I'm like, I can't do that.
You sound like Dateline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else. Anyways, so yes, please watch.
No, not
follow.
Like a 1-800 number.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were going
You got to get the real deep husky voice.
Yeah. My goodness. Please stay tuned. Thank you for coming, Nicole. It's been a pleasure always. And I'll talk to you later on anyways.
Yeah.